Borderlands movie.
Bad.
Oh,
terrible.
Awful.
Terrible.
Good lord.
Don't even know where I get started.
Our expectations were low, but good lord. That was bad.
I never want to leave the movie theaters, but I wanted to leave the movie theater so bad.
I've never wanted to leave a movie theater more in my life. It was that awful. It was boring and like
all the characters didn't even look like the characters. They were either too old, or they looked too stupid, or they just didn't look like them at all.
Okay, jeez. Okay, so let's get started. The base of the story: find the vault. That's it. And I don't even know where to begin.
There's no Brick and Mordecai.
Yeah, that's another thing. There's no Brick and Mordecai.
They just like completely. They didn't even mention them. They just completely threw them out.
The whole squad is Lilith, Roland, Krieg for some reason, because you know. And if anyone's from the first game, it's the DLC character from Borderlands 2.
And you had Tiny Tina
who
and
just
Tannis.
Tiny Tina just felt awkward.
Yeah.
Like, it was weird. But, alright.
And then you had Claptrap.
And Claptrap. Yeah, Claptrap.
He was... he was the most tolerable character.
Claptrap and Marcus.
His voice... And Marcus was good. He was only in there for a few parts. But he was good. But... Claptrap, Jack Black was like...
He was doing his best with Claptrap.
Yeah.
I got a few...
And I don't understand why they couldn't just get the actual guy that played Claptrap to voice his Claptrap.
Even then, there were jokes, but nobody laughed.
And
it was pity laughs.
I didn't even laugh.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there with a straight face the whole movie, like, this is stupid, and I'm ready to leave.
I was just pity laughing. That's it. I was like, I feel bad.
There was this guy that was sitting next to us, and he fell asleep, and he started snoring during the middle of the movie. It was funny.
Yeah, so when the movie starts, you don't get Marcus saying, oh, you're ready to hear a story, huh?
You just get Lilith.
It's Lilith describing.
And Lilith looked too old to be Lilith.
All of the actors, wait until you saw Tannis, what looked worse.
Yeah.
Looked nothing like Tannis.
No, she looked like an old lady with white hair, like...
Gosh.
Dude, what?
You can tell they blew their whole budget on these star-studded actors.
Yeah, and the actors... they're good actors, but, like... They did a terrible job because
poor direction. Like, it felt like some of the lines were AI written.
Yep. And Krieg in there didn't even act like a psycho. He just said probably like 5 lines that normal psychos say out of the game. Yeah. But other than that, he was just like...
He stood there.
He just stood there, not doing anything.
You could remove Krieg from the movie, and
it
nothing would have changed.
Nope.
Whoops! I hit the desk.
And nothing would have changed.
Nothing would have changed. It's like, okay, they put Krieg in there. Like, you guys remember Borderlands 2? Here's Krieg. That's it. Like, they didn't do anything with him. It's like somebody saw his character, and then was like, yeah, we can do our own thing with him.
Yeah. And just ruined his whole character.
And don't even get me started on Moxie. Moxie looked so bad. It looked like they went to freaking Party City and got all of the props from there. Gosh. And then there was one moment in the movie where Roland, or Kevin Hart, which didn't even suit Roland in the slightest.
Nope.
He was holding a gun up to Lilith, and it didn't even look like a Borderlands gun. You couldn't tell what manufacturer it was from.
It was just like a good old Glock 9.
It looked like somebody had taped like a cheap piece of cardboard onto a handle and was just like painted it.
And then they didn't have shields like the whole movie.
Yeah,
and
shields just didn't exist.
And then the main villain just comes in at the end. They try to shoot him, and he's like,
I got shields. Yeah, I got shields.
And it was so terrible.
Gosh.
And they never, like typical movies, they never reloaded their guns.
Yeah, I mean,
and they were just shooting like crazy, and they had unlimited ammo.
Lilith made an exception because she had the infinity pistol, which is actually in the game.
Yes, I know, but still, everyone else was being an idiot.
Nobody like reacted to being shot at all. It was
just a big old bad movie.
Oh, it was so bad.
It was.
And the CGI was awful. Like, gosh, it was unbearable to look at the CGI. My eyes were bleeding.
And then they find the vault just to go in the vault and be like, "Oh yeah, this is the vault," and then just leave.
We'll get back to it. We'll get back to that. But it did feel like that. So, yeah, big complaint. Rick and Mordecai were not in the movie. That seriously pissed me and him off, like, a lot.
Yeah.
When people were shooting at each other, it felt weird. Like, you could tell they got shot, but they fell down in such awkward and weird ways that it just, you're like, why did we fall down like that?
Yeah.
Gosh. And for a game that is known for its, like, blood and gore, you don't see hardly any of it.
Nope.
At all.
There's probably only like 3 gunfights in the whole movie.
Yeah.
And the rest of it's just them stupid jokes.
Stupid jokes, and gosh.
And like, oh
they
man.
They did Knox so dirty.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so apparently Atlas is treated like this, like, corrupted big corporation that's trying to hunt for the vault.
They aren't.
Which is not it. They're just kind of the policemen of Sanctuary. They were never an evil corporation.
Yep.
And there was one line that Knox said that made me cringe so hard. And they're trying to hunt down Tina because she's apparently, like, she was cloned and created, and, you know, she was supposed to be the Iridian, the one to open the vault. She was supposed to be the Siren, which doesn't make any sense because if you're a fan of the games,
they never put her out like that.
Lilith in the first place.
Yeah.
But she was trying to track down Tina, and she's like, "You and what army?" And Lilith, and not Lilith, but Knox literally goes, the one behind me. I'm just
so bad. It was so easy to tell what was coming next. There was like no twist. They're like, "Oh, Lilith is the Iridian." Oh wow, what a big twist! Like I didn't already know this from the beginning of the movie, or like when I played the freaking games.
Oh my gosh!
And it was so bad.
Krieg, okay, and there was another moment in the movie where Krieg, they popped a tire and he was lifting up this entire truck like nothing.
Yep.
And then when it goes to the scene where they're in caustic caverns, which really wasn't this humongous like acidic cave.
It was just
a sewer. It was a literal sewer. But anyway, they got in the caustic caverns. And they were fighting down these marauders and psychos, and he couldn't take down 2 guys.
Yeah, like, 2 guys were holding him back, and he was like, "Oh!"
But early in the movie, he was lifting up a huge truck like nothing.
And you can't throw 2 guys off of you? Like what?
Yeah, they really did the guns dirty because
they just did everything terribly.
Everything was awful. It felt like I want to go back to the guns because. In Borderlands is known for its, you know, its very unique weapon design and the manufacturers. You couldn't tell what gun was from where.
They never even got a close-up on any of the guns other than when the one that looked like cardboard pointed at Lilith.
Gosh, there was one line in the movie that did make me smile a little bit. It was in the beginning when Lilith landed on Pandora and Marcus came to pick her up. She's like, "All right, I'm here to catch a ride." That made me happy.
Yeah.
That was it. But Scooter wasn't in there.
No.
Like,
they left out so much stuff.
They left out so much.
They had the dune buggy, like the car thing you could drive around, in one scene at the very beginning. And Lilith just shoots gas tanks and it blows it up, and you never see the vehicle ever again.
You know what I just realized? Lilith never missed a shot.
Well, welcome to Borderlands. You're gonna miss a bunch of shots.
Yeah, Lilith never missed a shot at all. And gosh. And what was I gonna say?
They showed Skag at the beginning. They never fought Skag. She just shoots a bullet near it. Lilith shoots a bullet near the Skag, and the Skag just runs off. Doesn't even attack or anything. So that's all you see of a Skag. And then you see Rax, but all you see is like 2 Rax just flying over the air.
Each of them are in like a different scene for like 5 seconds.
And they just fly across. They don't attack or anything, bro. It's like, dude.
Yeah, it's so...
Y'all could have done so much better than this.
Awful.
Yeah.
But there was one movie, and there was one line in the... There's another line in the movie that, like, I was literally just... Because I pointed it out to you, because it was Lilith and Tina. No, Lilith and Tina. She was talking, they were talking, and she's like, "Is Atlas your dad?" And she's like, "Yes and no." And Lilith says, "That's not a yes or no question." That is a yes or no question.
Is it your dad? Yes or no? Not, well, my dad is Atlas. It's a yes or no. It makes no sense. And there was this one scene where Claptrap got shot up and took no damage, but literally just pops his freaking...
Yeah, that was so weird.
And he was had bullet holes all over him.
He was damaged, and in the games, if he gets damaged, you actually have to go and find new parts for him.
Yep.
But
this one, he just popped off his... I don't even
old,
know.
like, bullet-ridden armor, and it's just clean.
Clean new armor right under him.
Like that. It was so...
It made no sense.
Bad. And whenever they needed to go somewhere, they're like, we need to be here, and they're just there. Like, no traveling.
No.
They faced no problems whatsoever.
Nope.
Everything went their way without, like, getting erupted. No roadblocks.
Nope. Oh my God. And the... what was I going to say? I was going to say something, but I forgot.
You forgot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, anyway, let's go back to the vault. I want to discuss the vault, because that was done so bad. Hey, hold on 1 minute, please. Sorry, the lunch is ready, but we gotta wrap this up. But anyway, the vault, it was done so poorly, because Lilith, she opened the vault, she's like, I am Messiah and I am the Iridian, and her effects, like the Firehawk effects,
CGI.
It was like
to the worst degree.
It was like CW Flash SFX, like FX.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
It was so bad, dude.
Like,
you could so obviously tell that all the CGI was CGI. And I remember what I was going to say earlier is every time they threw a grenade, there was an explosion, and every time there was an explosion, it was a transition to a different area.
Yeah, it was
There's like
done.
Explosion covers the whole screen. Did it like 3 to 4 times, and then oh look, we're here now.
Yeah,
and it's like what?
Why? Who greenlit this movie?
Yeah, this movie is so bad. I would not recommend it for
so bad.
I would not recommend it for anybody.
No, don't.
I give it a
money.
-10 out of 100.
It's not good. Don't see this movie.
No.
Wait for it to come out on streaming, and even then, you're probably just gonna turn it off because it's just
bad. It's not good.
Oh my gosh!
But there's our opinions.
Anyway,
and I'm sure there's a couple things we've missed.
I forgot to discuss the vault. We didn't just. I'm going to discuss the vault more in detail because so, you know, Lilith opens the vault. She takes Mr. Atlas, Tina, and they go. Tina, Atlas, and Lilith go in the vault, and it's like this pitch black room with like these Iridian relics, but they look more like Knack pieces from the video game Knack. That's what they look like, and
there's like nothing else in there except those pieces.
Lilith, the Atlas man has Tina at gunpoint. He's like, "I'll kill her, I swear." And like, Lilith is just like teleporting all around just to mess with him, and somehow frees Tina and Atlas. We see like the vault dweller.
Even though Atlas has a gun pointed at Tina's head, somehow Lilith just gets Atlas's shield off of him without him noticing.
And Tina brings down this grown man like
and nothing. He's got a gun to her head. And she's like, elbows him in the stomach, steps on his foot, and he's all like, he falls down. I'm dying.
He falls down like he's in major pain.
You got hit by a child, dude.
It's like she Mortal Kombat X-rayed him. We just didn't get to see the X-ray.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, you're talking about being this big bad guy, and you're literally nothing without your stupid shield. And literally no one else has had a shield the entire movie.
Yeah. It's so dumb.
And
at the end of the vault scene, you get to see the vault creature, like its tentacles. I don't remember what they were called. It's been a while since we played the first game. But we are going to do that. Me and him, we're going to actually go good old-fashioned split screen soon.
Yeah.
But we see the vault creature grab Mr. Atlas and just drag him down and literally jump cut to fireworks and celebration. Like, yeah, Atlas, woo, they're gone. Like, that's, oh my god.
It was so stupid.
It was so bad. And I'm sure you've seen the director. He's getting salty about people just not wanting to go see this movie.
Or getting bad ratings on it. Well, maybe it's because it's a terrible freaking movie, Mr. Director.
It had $100 million budget and it only made $4 million. It is bombing at the box office. It is not doing good. at all. We were so ready to leave. We didn't even stay for an end credit
Usually,
scene.
I always stay after. No matter what movie I'm watching, I always stay after the credits because I want to see the end credit scene. As soon as the credits showed up, I was literally the first one out of the theater. I was like, I am not waiting for this.
We both just shot up and left, and I actually just said out loud, "That movie sucked." And I heard a guy behind me goes.
You probably thought the exact same thing because it was terrible.
All right. Oh, I'm glad I got that off.
Okay, one last thing is at the end, Nox was like...
That's right, we didn't explain Nox.
She just, even though she was trying to chase them down this whole movie, that she never had a good reason.
For Atlas, the whole time.
And then out of nowhere, literally,
they
open the vault.
Atlas is surrounding them.
And then she's like... Wait, this isn't a good idea. Don't do this. Gets blasted by a giant ship and just instantly disintegrates.
Yeah, she looks at Roland.
She didn't...
She's like, you were right, the whole... And she just gets evaporated from existence.
It's like, why? You would have been fine if you just stayed where you were at.
She died for no reason other than very bad shock value. And even then, you were just... What was the point of that?
They're like, watch, these people are going to be so upset that Nox died. No, we really don't care.
Shock factor. It was confused bewilderment. Like...
I was like, what? This movie sucks.
Alright. I feel better. I'm glad I got that off my chest.
Well,
don't go see this movie. Don't see it.
No, terrible.
Don't, yeah.
Negative 10 out of 100.
Bad. Awful. 0. Bad. Don't go see it, Vault Hunters. Alright. Thanks y'all so much for watching. We appreciate it. We're hungry. We're gonna go eat. So.
Bye-bye.
Alright. Y'all have a great day. Alright. Bye.